lately, it seems like everybody, everywhere you look, is talking about AI. AI is doing everything for everybody and giving you lists and details and figuring things out for you. So why not maybe figure out where the best places to move here in Memphis? And so we're going to talk to ChatGPT today and see what ChatGPT. Sorry, my voice is going in and out today. So if it cuts out, it's, I'm getting over something. But anyway, ChatGPT, we're going to check on it today, see what it thinks are the top suburbs of Memphis. And I got Kris here with me. We're going to react to it and go through it. So what do you think, Kris? Do you think ChatGPT will give us a good list?
Yeah, I think so, Jared. Like I've been playing with ChatGPT quite a bit here lately, just trying to help out with some marketing and things like that. And it's pretty accurate, kind of scary to be honest with you.
Well, we're going to run through it and see and kind of give not only react to it, but also in case you aren't familiar with the areas that get brought up, give you our little insight to those areas and things you might want to know about them. So we're going to get ChatGPT pulled up here, and I'm going to give it a prompt. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to have it give me the answers, the top 5 suburbs of Memphis. And who knows how it comes up with this, but it's going to come up with some kind of a list and tell us what it thinks are the top 5 suburbs of Memphis. And I'm going to have it give it to me one at a time, so we got time to react it. So here we go. And let's go with, what are the top 5 suburbs of Memphis, Tennessee? Give them to me. Give them to me one at a time, and I will ask for the next one. All right. So here we go. Got that queuing up, coming up with ChatGPT. Number 1, Kris, is Germantown. So, Germantown, that sounds like we're starting off like a lot of other lists if you look up online
Yeah,
about Memphis so far.
yeah, I would think so. That's a pretty accurate answer. It's kind of an easy answer if you're local. But yeah, I would say that's an accurate answer by ChatGPT.
Yeah, I mean, and Germantown, obviously we've done some videos about Germantown over on the south east side of the metro area, just inside of between Memphis and Collierville, right north of the Tennessee Mississippi line there, and a lot of nice houses in Germantown.
Beautiful homes in Germantown. The schools are second to none. Excellent schools. Houston High School is a great place there. They've got great private schools in the area. One of the more affluent places of Memphis, right, Jared? I mean, I think the
Yeah,
average home price is probably close to double what it is in the Memphis area. So, yep, I think that's an accurate answer for number 1 by ChatGPT.
and I was going to say yes, easy to find some very nice homes, more difficult to find some very affordable homes.
Yeah.
Uh, they come up here and there. We saw some recently, I think down in the 300s, but yeah, it's not very often. But if you want to see more about Germantown, we got a video. I'll pop it up. One of our other videos we did where we actually got out into Germantown, so check that up if you want to see that. It's there on the screen. We'll come back here after we go through this whole list. We're going to next right now, and right next to Germantown, next up on the list is Collierville. And again, probably not a whole lot of surprise. I think ChatGPT has probably visited a few of these list websites already.
Yeah, I think it's scraping info from other top lists, right, Jared?
That's what it
Um,
sounds like.
Yeah, but there again, that is accurate. Collierville is an excellent place to live in the Memphis area. Collierville High School, it looks like a college campus. It's huge. It's a beautiful school. I think it's one of the top schools in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So that there's no question there. Great schools, beautiful homes. The cool thing about there is a difference between Germantown and Collierville. Germantown's been around for a while. They probably started in the late '60s, early '70s, something like that. Collierville, for the most part, is pretty much new. It seems like most of that has come up in the past 20, 25 years. So I think if you're looking for a newer home in a with a great school and everything like that, Collierville may be your choice. But if you like that old home feel, they don't. If you're one of these people that say they don't build them like they used to, then Germantown may be your spot.
Yeah, and there is an older part of Collierville. You do have a nice little cool downtown area, but I think a lot of the residential, like you're saying, is a lot of the newer stuff there, and you get a little bit farther. So if you want to be closer to the city center, you're kind of getting far from that in Collierville, so that's something to keep in mind there. But like Germantown, we also did a video where we went out in Collierville, and I'll pop that up here. And since I keep talking about these, yes, we do get out and make these videos all the time. We're not just talking about them, not talking about lists, but we actually get out and show you these areas around so you can see them, get a feel for them before you get here to town. And so if you want to see those videos, you can, one, go check them out on the channel. And if you want to see the new ones coming out, get down there, hit that subscribe button and click the bell. That way you'll get notified when our videos come out. We got a lot more planned. We're getting ready to do a lot as it goes in here into the fall season. We can get out and spend a little more time outside
Yeah.
because y'all, it's hot this time of year in Memphis, y'all.
Oh,
So
it's rough out there today. Heat index today is 105, Jared. Tough out there.
yes, so that's why we're inside. That's why you see our lately a lot of our videos are inside. It's because we're just sticking around in here. But it's not too bad. But yeah, we got a lot planned, so you want to stick around for those. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on now to the next one on our list. So next, ChatGPT is Bartlett. What you know about Bartlett, Kris?
Oh, that's a good answer for ChatGPT. The homes are a little more affordable there. Bartlett, I've said this in other videos even about Bartlett. Bartlett has stood the test of time. If you drive from Memphis, as soon as you cross that line into the town of Bartlett, the medians immediately become manicured. There's no weeds in the medians. Everything's edged. There's no litter, trash anywhere. So I like Bartlett, man. I've said that a lot. They've got their own schools as well. Great schools, a couple elementary schools that perform really well. Then you've got Bartlett High School that's been around, I don't know the time, a long time. But Bartlett it's definitely more affordable than Germantown and Collierville. It's a little more towards the center of the city there, maybe on the northern side of it. But I like Bartlett. Bartlett, like I said, has stood the test of time, and it's been managed really well over the years. They're getting a new mayor here pretty soon, so we'll see how that turns over with the new mayor that comes in. Mr. McDonald's been around for a long time. He's retiring now, so we'll see what the new mayor brings to the table. But hopefully, it keeps on going like it has over the past several decades, because Bartlett is one of the better one of the better areas in Memphis to live.
Yeah, and I mean it's too. I mean, I feel like it's actually in a great location because you're really not too far from downtown. You're right there on I-40. You're right off right outside the 240 loop too. So getting to and from Bartlett, I'd say very easy. Even if you're going, whether you're going out or you're going into town, you can do it pretty easy from Bartlett there. And then yeah, I was surprised too to learn not too long ago about how Bartlett does when you buy a house or sell a house in Bartlett, they've got that ordinance where you've got to basically make sure that sidewalk going through the
Yeah.
front of the house is it doesn't have it's not all messed up because you got to get it fixed when you do that transfer.
Yeah, they do that. Did they do a sidewalk inspection on every pending sale? Code enforcement will come out there and they'll check the sidewalks. If there's a crack or if there's a buckle in it from a tree or something, then it is the seller's responsibility to repair that prior to closing. But
Yeah,
hey, it
so,
works for them, because I guarantee you, when you walk the sidewalks of Bartlett, you're not stepping in potholes and tripping over cracks and tree roots and things like that. So it is a bit of a burden. It does catch you by surprise if you don't do a lot of business in the Bartlett area as an agent. Um, but I think it's working well. It's accomplishing the goal they set forth, which is, like I said, Bartlett is a neat, clean area throughout the entire town of
yeah.
Bartlett.
Well, it's definitely worked. There might be some sellers who might get a little upset
Yeah,
about it if they aren't aware, but they probably know. And if the sidewalks messed up, they know they're gonna have to deal with it. So I don't think
yeah.
it catches too many of them by surprise.
Mhm.
But let's go on. Let's hit the next one up here on the list. So let's go ChatGPT next, and we got Cordova. Now Cordova, we did say suburbs,
Oh,
and
the suburbs of Memphis, right?
right, we said suburbs of Memphis. I could see where it would make that. It's kind of it is a suburban feel. Maybe it was kind of the original suburb, I guess, of Memphis,
Yeah.
or one of.
Yeah.
Technically now, though, not really, though.
Yeah, the most of Cordova now has been annexed by the city of Memphis. So I guess it is a suburb, because it does offer that suburban life with newer homes, shopping, restaurants, schools, parks and recreation, everything like that. But most of it now is considered the city of Memphis. Uh, there is still parts of it that is unincorporated, so don't get me wrong. I'm sure we're going to have some comments about that. Uh, so it's not all city of Memphis, but the majority of it is, and you can kind of tell a difference.
Yeah, and if you thought, if we said that Bartlett's in a good location and Germantown's in a good location, then the same is going to apply to Cordova because
Yeah.
you're smack dab in between them, and you're right there on Shelby Farms Park too. So,
Yeah.
very, very convenient to get there. One of the, probably one of the best parks I would say in the southeast U.S. probably, and then you're just right there in your backyard. So,
Yeah, Shelby Farms is a beautiful park. And if you're living in Cordova, I don't know that you need to go anywhere else. I mean,
yeah,
everything is in Cordova. All shopping, high end, low end, the mall, every type of restaurant you can imagine, both the national chains and a few local restaurants. There's a lot of there is a ton of real estate in Cordova. I mean, it's
hmm
almost like a never ending neighborhood from Bartlett all the way to Germantown when you're traveling north and south on Germantown Parkway there. So, tons of homes, a wide price range. I think right now there you can find something just below 200 up towards closer to a million. So yeah, Cordova's a nice area. I'm not sure that it's still considered a suburb of Memphis, but it has everything you need right there within 10, 15 minutes of the house, including 5, 7 lanes of traffic.
yeah. Well, you're going to get that sometime. We were just talking before we got on the call. I don't think traffic here in Memphis is too bad. Especially if you compare it to other bigger cities, it's really not that bad. Of course, at your peak times of day, anywhere it's going to be like that. But the drivers you get around here, some of the drivers can be the problem.
Yeah,
Not that there's so many of them, just the way they
yeah.
drive sometimes. But
I don't think the
that,
slowdown is the problem. It's the speed up is the problem. I think
right,
we could all benefit if we could just slow down a little bit in the Memphis area. But that is a good part of Memphis. We talk about that all the time, Jared. Any of these suburbs that we've mentioned here so far, and any ones to go, you can get from either one to the next within 30 minutes. That is one of the better parts of the Memphis area is you can get throughout the entire Memphis metropolitan area within 30 minutes from one point to the next.
yeah, for sure. And then before we get to the last one, we're gonna hit the last one on their list, and then I think we've got we might add a few onto their list, or
Yeah.
at least some suggestions. But before we get to that, I do want to say, we love making these videos. It's fun. Obviously, we're having a fun one today. I thought this would be a good idea to do ChatGPT. But as fun as this is, as much as we like doing this, we love it even more if we can actually help you make that move here to the Memphis area. And if that's something you're looking to do, watch this, hit the like button, but then take it one step further.
Yeah, guys, give us a call. Call or text me at the number below. A text works great. Give me a text. We'll talk about it briefly. And if it's something we can help you with, we'd love to be your assistance here in the Memphis area. So just reach out to us and we'll start that process together.
That's right, y'all. So, all right, you ready? Let's go drum roll. We're getting ready here. I'll have to edit in the drum roll later, I guess. You're hearing the drum roll next. ChatGPT says, just thinking about it, and the final suburb in the top 5 is Arlington.
Mhm.
And it gave a little bit extra on that too, but Arlington, well, yeah, I don't see how you'd make this list without Arlington, especially with some of the things going on around there
Yeah.
that we've talked about a lot here on the channel.
Yeah, so we've helped a lot of clients relocate to the Memphis area, and several of them have chosen the Arlington area. It is growing like no other area in Memphis. It's the closest stop from that new Ford Blue Oval plant. So, as much as it's grown in the past several years, the next several years we imagine it's going to grow quite a bit more between now and then, between the grand opening of Blue Oval City. It's a great area, tons of new homes, excellent schools, and they're really adamant about how they're allowing the businesses and what types of businesses and stores they're allowing to come into the town. They're real particular about the look of the town. So I think Arlington is, I don't know. It may need to move up a couple spots on that list, to be honest with you. But it's a great area for sure, and it's one of the most requested showing areas in my business.
Yeah, and I would say too, Arlington, it's now you are again getting a little farther out from the downtown area, but you're on I-40, so it's pretty easy. You're close to all of that new development. You do have the cool little downtown. We've done the videos out there. If you like that kind of stuff, I do. And they've got events they do out there, and they've got an amphitheater out there. So just a nice, really small town community feel there when you get into Arlington. But also, we group into Arlington a lot of times, Lakeland, which is just right there
Yeah,
next to it. And that Arlington Lakeland area, basically just out past, you get to Bartlett, and then you're in the Arlington Lakeland area. Both of those areas really have a lot going on.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jared. I would Lakeland is its own town. It's one Arlington and Lakeland are not one and the same. However, they share the same zip code. They used to share the same school system. Lakeland is building new schools now, so I would definitely put Lakeland next to Arlington there. And Lakeland's really cool, man. You've got that big lake there, Garner Lake, right at Canada Road and I-40. There's a couple homes available on that lake now. You can swim and boat around on there. But in addition to that, they've got beautiful new neighborhoods and new construction that they're building in that area, and lots of new businesses and things coming to the area, as well as a brand new elementary school, a new middle school, and they're starting to step up into the new high school right now.
Yeah. So I mean, a lot of stuff going on in a lot of those, and then really, yeah. I mean, I think ChatGPT nailed it on the list. I would probably say, um, we included Cordova, which I guess it makes sense. If we were going to replace that, there's several options that could have been on the list too. I think Millington has been another one that's been really popular. Don't you think? That'd be a big one.
Yeah. Man, Millington is on the grow right now. So I live near that area myself. And when I drive through there, it seems like from one day to the next, that building, that new construction is getting bigger and bigger. Lots of commercial development coming to the area. Tons of new homes being built and scheduled to be built over the next several years in the Millington area. So I would definitely add Millington to the list. And what about some of those northern Mississippi towns, suburbs, Jared? Would you add any of those? I'll let you talk about
Um,
that.
well, Olive Branch has been pretty popular. We've had several that have come through and looked at Olive Branch because you are on the Mississippi side. It tends to be a little bit more affordable than what you get right across the line there, because right across the line you're getting back into Collierville, Germantown.
Yeah.
So if you get down in Olive Branch, you can save a little money there. There are some other factors that may or may not end up canceling that out, depending on your unique situation. But that's a good one. You've obviously got a lot of shopping down in South Haven too,
Mhm.
which is just right there next to each other. So DeSoto County in general on that side down there has been pretty good. And then too, if you're really looking for those more affordable starter homes, um, you've got that down in Horn Lake too, right there, where they're building some new ones there with D.R. Horton and stuff.
That's
So
cool. Yeah.
probably some of the most affordable that you can getting a little bit farther down I-55. But yeah, there's several other options there. So I'd say ChatGPT did a good job. If we'd asked it for top 10, I think we'd probably got a few more of
Yeah.
those. But
I'll throw in
uh,
some honorable mentions. You've got Atoka right across the Tipton County line. I would definitely put it in the top 10 list. And I would put Oakland in that top 10 list for sure.
mhm.
Both of those have lots of new construction, um, beautiful homes, big floor plans, open floor plans, all the new amenities. So I think I would add Atoka and Oakland to that list as well.
Yeah, well, if you want to see, we've actually, it's been a little bit. We'll probably be updating these, but we did a video of our own list not too long ago, the top suburbs of Memphis. So if you liked watching this one, get down there, let us know what you thought about it. Do you like this kind of video? Should we have ChatGPT give us some more lists or ideas, and we can react and give some insight on it? Let us know down in the comments. Or what do you think should have been on the list? Is there something we left out? Or do you have a different opinion about it? You maybe think some of them shouldn't be on the list. Let us know down in the comments what you think. But if you want to see the one that we did about all these areas, go ahead and check out the video that will pop up right there. And until next time,